And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a very quiet January transfer window for Liverpool Football Club. Fairly surprising, I must admit, simply just because the club nearly signed Marc Guéhi at the end of August. So it was clear to see that they wanted to get a centre-back in through the door, so I thought they would revisit it. Now, Marc Guéhi, of course, has gone to Manchester City. And you can talk about the sort of financial implications, the financial package that Manchester City offered. Liverpool are probably never going to do that, but regardless, it's still kind of frustrating, and a lot of Liverpool fans are demanding a centre-back, and that centre-back may have emerged, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting reports this evening with regard to some transfer scoop on that. We've also got an update from The Athletic as well with a bit of transfer news in the Liverpool space. So I just felt in today's video we're going to discuss both of these stories, but as always, guys, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. Firstly, I just want to say something with regard to the manager quickly, Arne Slot. Fabrizio Romano provided an update with regard to Xabi Alonso earlier on today and stated that essentially Xabi Alonso is taking a break from football coaching and football management for a little while. He's sort of trying to get his, go back to the drawing table, I suppose. However, there was one caveat to that. If Liverpool come knocking, he will go to the club straight away. No if buts, no maybes. He would go, regardless of him being on a hiatus at this moment in time. But regardless, away from the Liverpool invite, then he's going to be on a sort of indefinite hiatus for a little while. So yeah, just an update. That was from Fabrizio Romano, by the way. However, let's get on to some transfer news, guys. So, as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool are developing a keen interest in Micky van de Ven. Of course, plays for Tottenham Hotspur, a very, very good talent indeed. And he has resisted a new contract, and it will be a big decision. So currently not wanting to sign a new contract, but Liverpool currently monitoring the situation with regard to Van de Ven. Premier League proven, certainly a player that I could see Liverpool going after, but Liverpool are opportunists under this sort of this ownership model, and will look to try and get the players in through the door that would be cost effective to the club, and this certainly would fit into that bracket. But yeah, being reported today that Van de Ven is resisting a new contract, and Liverpool are keen on potentially signing the player. Now, in terms of what The Athletic have said, ladies and gentlemen, Nottingham Forest, this is with regard to an outgoing, funnily enough, Kostas Tsimikas, who's currently out on loan at Roma. Nottingham Forest are apparently willing to allow Cubiano to leave on loan before the end of January, with Liverpool's Kostas Tsimikas among their list of targets as they look to strengthen at left back. Tsimikas is currently on loan at Roma, but has found his opportunities limited in Italy, where he has made only 4 Serie A starts. Roma would be willing to cut short the Greek international loan deal as long as they can themselves source a replacement for him. So watch this space for the remainder of January. Of course, as you know, when it comes to sort of transfer hierarchy, The Athletic is very, very reputable, and they're now reporting that Roma could be about to, or Liverpool could terminate the loan contract with regard to Kostas Tsimikas at Roma, and Nottingham Forest could end up bringing the player in. So yeah, watch that space with regard to Tsimikas. In other news, Arne Slot has admitted he is surprised to hear that sections of the Liverpool fan base are already beginning to question whether he is the right man to lead the club long term, a reflection of how quickly expectations can harden at Anfield when results and performances fail to align. There is no escaping the context behind that skepticism. A run of 9 defeats in 12 matches placed Slot under serious pressure and represented the lowest point of his tenure to date. While Liverpool have since stabilised, embarking on a 12-game unbeaten streak, that recovery has not fully repaired the damage in the eyes of all supporters. Draws at home to all 3 newly promoted sides, coupled with concerns over the team's attacking output and tempo, have ensured doubts continue to linger despite the improved results. When it was put to him that some fans may already be questioning his future, Slot appeared genuinely taken aback. Speaking to TNT Sports, he said, "Do people not expect that to be possible for me to be successful? It's new to me, but if you're 1.5 years in the job and have already won the Premier League when the club has won it twice in 30 years, I'm surprised to hear that. But if that is the situation, then I have to accept that."
That sense of surprise was echoed again in a separate interview, underlining that Slot is acutely aware of the noise surrounding him, even if he does not entirely agree with its basis. The criticism most frequently levelled at his Liverpool side centres on their attacking play. Despite dominating possession in many matches, the Reds have often struggled to turn control into clear chances, with the football at Anfield in particular criticised as slow and predictable. Slot pushed back against the suggestion that his approach has become overly cautious, insisting his intentions remain aggressive. "I've tried the same things as last season this time around," he explained. "Every time we've been a goal down, I've made offensive substitutions and, wherever I can, I am playing a team that is as offensive as possible." However, he also acknowledged the tactical challenges that come with Liverpool's profile as a possession-heavy side. "You cannot play attacking football with the amount of ball possession that we have," Slot said. "Sometimes it's a disadvantage that we have that much ball possession, because then people expect more from the ball that you have. But the moment you don't have it, you have to press really high, because with a low block, you don't have ball possession." For Slot, this season is still part of a wider transition rather than a finished product. "Everyone knows what we need to do in order to make the next step in this transition phase, but sometimes a bit of patience is needed," he added, a message that may resonate less with a fan base conditioned to immediate success. The broader Premier League context does offer some explanation, if not an outright defense. The English top flight has arguably never been more competitive, with just 9 points separating 4th from 15th at one stage. Slot himself highlighted that volatility. "It's a constant situation where if we think there's something to be positive about, something happens where I get annoyed," he said. "But in the meantime, I don't think we're the only team finding it difficult to win games, as the strength of the Premier League is immense. There's not a team at present that has won twice in a row, which tells you how strong the league is." He is not wrong. Across recent match days, even the traditional top 6 have struggled for consistency, underlining how unforgiving the division has become. Yet that reality alone does not fully explain Liverpool's regression. Last season, the league was not markedly weaker. Liverpool were simply better at imposing themselves. That, ultimately, is the standard Slot will continue to be judged against. Being in the Champions League places while not playing well may buy time, but it will not silence doubts indefinitely. For patience to grow, Liverpool must begin to look like a side moving decisively forward, not merely one treading water in an increasingly ruthless league. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.